Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dal, and recently in the blog post, Blizzard has revealed the full list of class tier set bonuses launching with the first season of Dragonflight. The return of tier sets in Shadowlands was met with a lot of positivity from the community, with many hoping to continue this gearing system going forward. In this blog post, we find out that the tier set catch-up system returns in Dragonflight, and that the first set of tier gear is going to feature simpler bonuses, primarily so that players are free to explore the recent Dragonflight talent tree changes, and promoting build variety without being overly restrictive. As always, they're looking forward to the community feedback regarding these tier set bonuses. So in today's video, I wanted to go over all of these class tier sets, and I encourage everyone to leave your feedback regarding these tier sets down in the comments below. But right before that, most of you guys watching these videos are still not subscribed. However, the more of you remind, the more of you do. So let's keep it going. Subscribe to the channel as well as hit the bell if you're watching these videos anyway, especially if you want to catch regular updates to classes and content, as well as regular coverage of the next World of Warcraft expansion of Dragonflight. I'm gonna cover all of these tier set bonuses in the alphabetical order, starting with the class of Death Knight. Blood Death Knight tier set will amplify resource generation. When a Bone Shield charge is consumed, you have a chance to generate 1 rune. After 10 Bone Shield charges are spent, you gain 10% more damage and haste for 10 seconds, which makes this tier set bonus very versatile, highlighting a mix of defense and offense while promoting Bone Shield focus, gameplay, and builds. The Spec of Frost gets even more deadly, with critical strike damage bonuses, with the 2 set buffing the crit value of Obliterate and Frost Scythe. Your first set bonus causes Obliterate and Frost Scythe a chance to not consume killing machine procs, letting you chain deadly crits back to back. This tier set heavily favors the Obliteration gameplay, which can guarantee steady procs of killing machine. This bonus also leans into the 2-hand Frost Death Knight gameplay, which helps highlight Obliteration damage even further. The Unholy Death Knight tier set will amplify your ghoul, where Bursting Festering Wounds empowers your pet with Vile Infusion, increasing their damage and attack speed for a few seconds. Ghoul's basic attacks have a chance to increase your damage and haste, which happens more often while the ghoul is under Vile Infusion. The Havoc Demon Hunter set will also play into Critical Strike. The Havoc 2-piece set bonus increases the crit chance and crit damage of Chaos Strike and Blade Dance, as well as their Metamorphosis variations. Both of these abilities have a chance to increase all damage dealt by 8%. Having a higher crit chance causes you to gain this benefit more often. The Spec of Vengeance gains a very aggressive tier set. Shear and Fracture deal more damage, generate more resources, and have a higher chance to carve souls from your foes, which amplifies both your damage as well as mitigation. Spirit Bomb and Soul Cleave have a chance to deal bonus damage while greatly weakening your enemy targets, reducing their damage by 15%, which is a very powerful debuff. Overall, this sounds like a very powerful defensive bonus that promotes an aggressive, vicious playstyle focused on maximizing the uptime of this debuff. Next, we got the class of Druid. Balanced Druid 2-piece causes Star Surge and Starfall to empower your next Wrath or Starfire by 50%, stacking up to a maximum of 3 times. And entering an Eclipse causes your next Star Surge or Starfall to cost no resources while dealing 50% more damage. A powerful tier set that may lean heavily into Arcanic Pulsar playstyle, benefiting greatly from cycling the uptime of Eclipses. The Feral tier set bonus seems very basic, with the 2 set buffing the damage of Rip and Bite. You also get Critical Strike bonus when spending common points into finishers, which is going to have an impact on your resource generation. The Guardian Druid 2 set bonus increases the chance of Gore. Gore will also buff the damage output of Mangle, with a 4 set increasing both the damage of Mangle and Thrash, where Mangle will now heal you for 100% of the damage it deals, which will help improve both your single target output as well as your self-sustain. During Incarnation, Mangle can cleave to multiple targets, which may help support this tier set even further. The Restoration 2 set bonus increases the crit chance of most of your healing over time effects. Effluent crits empower your next wild growth heal value, stacking up to 50%, while Life Bloom crits reduce the cooldown of your nature's swiftness, which helps you benefit both in group-wide healing as well as high-stress emergency situations. Then we have the new class of Evoker, with the Devastation tier set that increases your crit chance through the Empowerment mechanic. And Empowerment abilities have a chance to grant you Fury of the Aspects buff, which is your version of the Bloodlust effect. This mini lust can proc even if you benefited from a lust effect recently. Gaining lust throughout the fight can be incredibly powerful, causing you to prioritize talent effects that reduce the cooldown of Empowerment abilities. The Healer Evoker 2 set bonus grants the spell Reversion more critical chance through the Empowerment mechanic, which increases the ability's heal over time value. With the 4 set, Reversion healing has a chance to buff the value of your next Living Flame, making it instant cast and increasing both its damage output as well as its healing. This effect can stack up to 2 times. This tier set buffs the value of your healing over time effects while empowering your ability to gain offensive power or burst healing output. With the talent of Leaping Flame and Call of Ysera, you have a recipe to deliver a powerful burst combination. Then we have the class of Hunter. For Beast Mastery, Kill Command gains more power and has a chance to reset Barb Shot. Barb Shot has a 50% chance to make an next Cobra Shot or Multi-Shot consume no focus, which increases overall resource efficiency. For Marksmanship, whenever you crit with Arcane Shot or Multi-Shot, your next aim shot fires quicker and bleeds your target for a portion of its damage. Your auto attacks have a chance to cause your next Arcane Shot or Multi-Shot to become a guaranteed crit. This tier set does gain value in single target as well as in cleave thanks to the Trick Shot mechanic, where aim shot can ricochet to nearby targets. The 4-piece set bonus so far has gotten a mixed reaction in the community, but it may be possible to cheese the 100% crit window together with a talent like Bulletstorm for a greater value. The Survival tier set will increase the base damage of Raptor Strike, Mongoose Bite, Carve, and Butchery, and all of these abilities can periodically cost no focus, which makes for a very simple tier set that allows for flexibility when it comes to talent tree builds and gameplay options. Next we have the class of Mage. And for Arcane Mages, your tier set buffs the crit chance of Arcane Blast and Explosion, scaling with the number of your Arcane charges. Dealing critical strike damage with Arcane Blast or Explosion buffs the crit chance of Arcane Barrage by 10% up to 4 times. Fire Mages mostly see damage buffs, with Pyroblast and Flame Strike getting 10% more damage when they're instantly cast. Fire Blast, Phoenix Flames, and Fireball also do 10% more damage with the bonus critical strike chance value. The Frost Mage 2 set bonus enhances the value of Ice Lances as well as Frozen Orb. Consuming Fingers of Frost buff increases the damage of Blizzard by 25% and Frostbolt by 50% for 6 seconds. This allows for an interesting buff-oriented playstyle that may prioritize Frostbolts when it comes to shatter damage, using Fingers of Frost procs to maintain this buff's uptime. Then we have the class of Monk. For Brewmasters, hitting targets with Tiger Palm or Spinning Crane Kick grants Brewmaster's Rhythm, making you deadlier and sturdier by 4%. For each stack of Rhythm, Purifying Brew clears more stagger damage, which increases your defense value and damage smoothing capabilities. Mistweaver 2 set buffs Enveloping Mist, Essence Font, and Vivify on targets with Renewing Mist active. The 4 set buffs the value of Vivify and Essence Font. Renewing Mist lasts longer on your allies when healed by Essence Font. Windwalker tier set buffs the damage of your next 2 Rising Sun Kicks or Spinning Crane Kicks by 30% following a Fist of Fury. The 4 set expands the number of empowered kicks. Kicking your target will buff your next Fist of Fury value. The Holy Paladin tier set is all about Holy Shock. Holy Shock increases the crit chance of your next heal, and when your heals gain critical bonus, they amplify the value of your shock in return. For protection, Avenger's Shield grants a versatility of light, increasing your versatility stat by 4% for 4 seconds. This versatility buff can also be shared with a nearby ally. Casting Hammer of the Righteous or Blessed Hammer increases your parry chance and extends the versatility uptime by extra seconds. Retribution, Blade of Justice and Judgment grant Crusader's strength, increasing the damage of your next Crusader Strike or Consecration by 100%, stacking up to 2 times. Consuming Crusader's strength increases the damage of your next Blade of Justice by 50% for each Crusader stack consumed. Then we get the class of Priest. Starting with the Disc Priest tier set bonus, casting Power Word Shield increases the effectiveness of your next heal or damaging ability by 10%. Penance, Direct Damage or Healing increases the strength of your next Power Word Shield Absorb. For Holy, casting Prayer of Mending reduces the cast time of Heal or Prayer of Healing by 1 second, and increases the cooldown reduction of Holy Words. When Holy Word Serenity or Holy Word Sanctify finish their cooldown, you gain 50% crit chance for the next 8 seconds. And with the Spec of Shadow, Mind Blast buffs the damage of your next Devouring Plague or Mind Seer by 20%, stacking up to 3 times. Both Plague and Seer increase your haste by 5% for 8 seconds. Next, we have the class of Rogue. Starting with the Assassination tier set, where the 2-piece bonus causes Envenom to empower your weapon poison damage. And whenever you poison your victim, you gain Septic Wounds buff, which empowers your bleeds, and this effect can stack up to 5 times. With the Owl Rogue tier set, we have abilities that play off of one another, where Dispatch will increase the damage of your next Sinister Strike or Ambush by 20% per combo point spent, and the half cost of Pistol Shot will buff the damage of your next Dispatch by 50%. The Subtlety gear bonus is very similar to Outlaw. The 2 set causes Eviscerate and Black Powder to increase the damage and the crit chance of your next Backstab, Shadow Strike or Shuriken Storm by 2% per combo point spent. Backstab, Shadow Strike and Shuriken Storm crits increase the damage of Eviscerate and Rupture by 15%, while buffing Black Powder by 8%. Then we have the class of Shaman, where Lightning Bolt, Chain Lightning, and Lava Burst increase the damage of your next Earth Shock or Earthquake, stacking up to 10 times. Casting Earth Shock or Earthquake increases your mastery by 10%. For Enhancement Shaman, Storm Strike buffs the damage of your next Lava Lash and causing it to generate more resources. Consuming Maelstrom Weapon reduces the cooldown of either Storm Strike, Lava Lash, Crash Lightning, Flame Shock, or Frost Shock by half a second per stack consumed. But the ability that gains cooldown reduction is chosen randomly, which could add some variety in the enhancement rotation. And for Restoration Shaman, while Healing Stream or Cloudburst Totem is active, you gain 10% more critical strike. When either of these totems fade, you gain 10% more haste for a few seconds. Then we have the class of Warlock. The Affliction Warlock tier set buffs your Soul Shard spenders. Whenever Agony grants a Soul Shard, there's a chance to get Cruel Inspiration, buffing your haste by 12%. Cruel Inspiration also grants 2 charges of Cruel Epiphany up to a maximum of 5. Each charge of Cruel Epiphany increases the damage of your next Malefic Rapture for single target or for Seed of Corruption for better AoE output. The Demonology tier set mostly buffs your casting capabilities. The abilities of Demon Bolt and Fellstorm do 20% more damage, and Demon Bolt has a chance to make an next Hand of Gul'dan free of Soul Shard cost, instant cast, and deal 50% more damage. The best way to describe the Destro Warlock tier set is very chaotic. Consuming Soul Shards has a chance to grant you Chaos Maelstrom, which increases your crit chance by 10%. During Chaos Maelstrom, Chaos Bolt, Conflagrate, and Incinerate crits create explosions, doing between 2 to 10% more damage to nearby enemies, with the AoE damage soft capped up to 5 targets. And finally, we have the class of Warrior. The Arms Warrior tier set greatly increases your critical strike value. The 2 set buffs the crit chance and damage of both Mortal Strike and Cleave by 10%. The 4 set causes you to become more deadly whenever you Mortal Strike, Cleave, or Execute. The Fury tier set greatly enhances your execute potential. Execute crit chance is increased by 10%. The proc chance of sudden death, which resets the cooldown of execute, making it usable against any target regardless of health, is also greatly increased. This does mean that you'll need to spec into sudden death from your talent tree in order to get this tier set to even work, which makes this the first tier set bonus that modifies a talent interaction. The Prop Warrior tier set exemplifies the phrase, "The best defense is a good offense." The ability of Revenge grants you Vanguard's Determination, which increases damage done and reduces damage taken by 4%. During Vanguard's Determination, you gain an Ignore Pain shield for a portion of all damage that you deal. Ignore Pain lets you offset a portion of the damage taken into an Absorb shield instead of your health bar, which helps enhance your overall mitigation capabilities. And for now, that's going to be the full list of tier set bonuses, which should be ready for testing over on the Dragonflight beta very soon. I want to thank you all so much for watching this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about all of the upcoming tier set bonuses? Which of these class sets are looking the strongest? And which of these bonuses would you like to see reworked or buffed going forward? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments below. As per always, if you guys enjoyed this video or found it informative, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I would very much appreciate it. And as always, in the description of every single video and live stream, we have a link to our Discord community channel. Probably the best place to reach out to me directly in case you want to let me know what you thought about this video update or discuss these recent class changes with the rest of the channel community. Join our Discord to become part of the community. But otherwise, thank you all so much for watching. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and as always, I'll see all of you guys in another video.